There is a long line for the bathroom at a college party, and Jessica is explaining to everybody, yeah, it's the twins, Emma and Loretta. They're sick. And yes, from inside you hear some bad sounds. Barack, Barack, and a little later, no. Apparently, the twins, one's a Republican, one's a Democrat, and they had been doing some drugs because they like to see Milton's imagery, and the angels carry my imagery to them in visions when they do drugs. Oh, girls, you don't have to do that, especially when you overindulge. Just look for my 2 DVD sets, bed bars, parties. Don't drink too much or do drugs. Want to be in my big blue book, girls. Beware of impersonators. There are a lot of them out there. But call me. Try to. 424-229-4140. Try to call me. Is the art stolen what you call? Then come see me in person to be in this imagery. And yeah, look for my imagery as graphic art photos to print out. Everything you see on my chest is a graphic art photo I've laminated. I've cut off the edges needed to print as a 4x6 print, the way you print your family's photos. I've done that. That's one there. That's why it doesn't go all the way to the bottom. That lets you know there's some DVDs in there. Look for them at your bed bars parties, the DVD portfolio set, 2 of them, with these photos in it, and print them out. Did Jesus need the disciples? Oh no, he could just have gone from town to town, and the angels would guide those townsfolk there to hear his parables. No, the disciples were there to deal with the streets. Yes, the Chinese. As this parable illustrates, Mark and Peter are talking to a shop owner, and they say, yeah, Jesus would like to talk to the virgin daughter you have, Rachel, tomorrow after he delivers some parables. Not this one who's 20 years older and definitely not a virgin. And the shop owner says, well, if you want that one, you got to talk to the people changers at the edge of town. So they go to deal with the streets as Jesus works on his parables. Check out Milton's imagery at www.daffodilia, DAFFODILIA, daffodilia.blogspot.com. Check it out and download, print out. Oh yeah, makes for, you laminate, makes for some nice tabletop art. Also to be found through youtube.com/DNFD series and Christ Complex 2. Number 2, the digit 2, ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/daffodilia. Yet both the Daffodilia sites, you can hit the heart on my Wix site, you can follow the link on the other one, and get my latest, what I designed today. Judas. We all know that you were a lot shorter than the Judas of yesterday. You're among friends. Step down off of that bucket. I need it for a parable. Oh, those Chinese. Always so self-conscious about their height. And Jesus ties a length of rope around the handle of that bucket, dips it down into the ocean, pulls it back full up onto that ship, and so begins the parable of the rope and the water. Jesus has dipped a bucket into the ocean and then placed it on the deck of that ship where he has his disciples. And he says, one life and the world you live in is but a drop of water in this bucket being poured into an ocean. Then he picks that bucket up and pours the water back into the ocean. We are at a college party, and Ray's sitting on the couch with this dazed expression on his face. Everybody just assumes he's been hitting that keg a little hard. And Leah comes up, sits down on the couch and says, Ray, that new hairdo of yours is really cool. And after a moment she says, something smells burnt. She lifts up the front of his shirt and there's a burn spot on his belly. And just then Charles comes walking past and he says, oh, hey, Ray, how'd the date with Jennifer go? Another conquest? And Ray snaps out of his haze and he says, oh, Jennifer is a nice, sweet girl. No one should do anything to disturb her plans for the nunhood. Call every church in your phone book, 424-229-4140, then call me. Try to. Oh, 424-229-4140 is my phone. Look up the every church in your phone book and try to call them. See if you can reach them. Chances are you will. Ask them what they mean by faith. Tell them what you mean. Doesn't have to be what you hear in church. Then try to call me and see true faith. You not being able to tell me what you believe, not being able to ask me what I mean by Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. See true faith stolen with your call. Come see me in person. That way we'll travel, show me the perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. I know what you're thinking, girls. Your arms are empty. And you need a handsome bald guy to fill them. Try to call me, 424-229-4140, Love Emergency Line. And see the devil stealing your opportunity for love with your call. Then come see me in person, 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, Apartment 409. Los Angeles, California, 90065. Let's get those lonely arms filled. I am Melton, son of a carpenter and married. Dad, a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter and married. I get to make parables, and I also get to answer prayers. Okay, who's first? You got drunk with your friends, and you thought it would be a good idea to trash the convent lawn? Kayla? Is that you? You know, Caleb, the first couple of times you did that, I wrote it off to you sowing your wild oats. But now I'm beginning to think you're in league with the devil. Say 10 Our Fathers, 10 Hail Marys, and next time you see a priest, see if he can exorcise you. I am Melton, son of a carpenter and married. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter. I get to tell parables, and I also answer a few prayers. All right, who's first tonight? Yes, Jeff? You lost your feet. Weren't you the one calling up last night, wanting some help scoring some weed? Yeah, I thought so. You only get one answered prayer a week. That's the rules. Remember, I help those who help themselves. Go look in your closet. See if you left them in your shoes. Oh yeah. Dad will embarrass me whenever he sees, like a whole bunch of hot blonde cheerleaders together, or nuns. He'll walk me up to them and he'll say, "Hey, girls, behold, this is my son. He is my gift to you. Oh, girls, don't fight what we have. Come see me. Unwrap. Enjoy." www.daffodilia, daffodilia.blogspot.com. Find my latest there. Find stuff to print out like this, or anything you see on my chest as well. Girls, don't fight what we have. I'm your gift. You like presents, don't you? Come unwrap. And yes, a little something to let you know what kind of beauty you're going to be getting when you come here. Go to www.daffodilia.blogspot.com. Daffodilia, daffodilia.blogspot.com, and also Daffodilia there, my portfolio as well. Hit the heart on the left with Daffodilia, and you can find a link on the blogspot as well. Hit the heart, it'll take you to where what I designed yesterday we'll design today. We're at a college party, and Sherry walks up to Carrie and she says, "Your hair is beautiful. You have got to tell me who your stylist is." And Carrie rolls her eyes and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, I am not a girl American." And Sherry says, "Well, okay. At least you can take my 2-portfolio DVD set of Melton's imagery. Check it out. He's a hot graphic art bald guy. And I'll give you the same deal I give the guys on those college campuses, girls. Hand them the DVDs. Tell them Melton designs, handsome bald artist, designs new imagery each day. And next time they see you, they'll want the latest. And you can, get them to open up a little about that hairstylist of theirs." We are at a covert military mission in Vatican City, and a private asked the sergeant, "Sarge, what are we doing here?" And the sergeant says, "Well, you know how Melton's Son of Carpenter Mary parables have been getting a lot of play?" "Yeah, I'm Melton, son of Carpenter Mary, Daddy Carpenter, worked on skyscrapers, Mom Mary Ann. I am the son of Carpenter Mary, I get to make parables." And the private says, "Yeah, what about it?" And he said, "Well, the brass is getting nervous. They want to make sure nobody does a genetic testing and things come back matching and all that. So just then the team of folks comes running past with a shroud, and another team comes running past the other direction with a shroud." And the private says, "Oh, that's stupid. We all know you're doing that genetic carpentry. Of course it's not going to match." Do you know a girl who's in the hospital or been sick? " "Oh, flowers always pick 'em up."
Send them some flowers. Send them Melton's imagery. Got plenty of flowers in my my imagery, my 4x6 graphic art photos. You print them out just like you print out your family's photos. That's what this is. Just cut off the edges and there you go. Especially if they're in the hospital, don't have much to do. You can send them, pick out the one you like, print it out, send it to them, drop it off, or you can, you know, they got a laptop there, they can go through it. You can go through Melton's imagery and find the ones you like and print it out. What am I doing at www.daffodilia.blogspot.com? DAFFODILIA. You also find on my portfolio website, my other portfolio website, www.christcomplex2.wixsite.com. That's the number 2, the digit 2, and yes, www.youtube.com/Melton4 imagery. You can find links to this stuff that you can print out. Or yeah, you can come over 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, apartment 409. When you can't reach me by phone because of censorship, 424-229-4140. Come see me in person and I will literally hold up my imagery like that for you to see. Find one you like and then you can go print it out.
We are at a college party and the girls are sharing their jealous boyfriend stories. And Ashley tells everyone the first time I called out old Melton. My boyfriend flew into a rage and he tore down that shirtless handsome bald guy poster. And Gina says, well, I don't have that problem with Gerald. And just then Gerald walks up and Ashley asked him, you don't have a problem with the Son of a Carpenter and Mary poster in Gina's bedroom? And Gerald says, what poster? Oh, excuse me, I gotta go. I promised Mom tomorrow Saturday. I promised her I'd go to the temple with the family. Girls, don't fight what we have and don't let anyone stand in the way of it. They tried to call me. 424-229-4140. See, the devil stealing your call to me, stealing your opportunity to be in this art. Go to www.daffodilia, DAFFODILIA, and see 18,000. Follow the links and you can download that graphic art. Everything you see on my chest is one of those 18,000. Print it out, check it out, and think how good you'd look there in my imagery. Come see me in person to be in that imagery. Yeah, 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, Apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. Next graphic art Mona Lisa's, first graphic art Mona Lisa's, and Venus de Milo's wanted. You gotta come see me in person to be that though. I am Melton, son of a carpenter, married, dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I am the son of a carpenter, married. I get to make parables, and I also get to answer prayers. Who's first tonight? Okay, Benny, what's on your mind? You can't move your feet. Well, were you in like a car wreck or something and you're paralyzed? I know you double-crossed Frankie. Reach down, Vinny. Does it feel like your feet are encased in cement? Yeah, I thought so. Good news is, yeah, if you're going to the bad place, you don't need your feet. If you're going to the good place, the angels can get you some more. We are at a college party, and Molly is talking to Leah, and she says, what happened to Todd, your boyfriend? And Leah says, well, yeah, he didn't like my Stone Cold Melton poster, the son of a carpenter, married dad, a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers, mom, Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter and married. He didn't like that. He wouldn't shave his head. And as we were having sex, I of course was fantasizing about Melton, so I would call out Melton's name. And Todd had a big attitude about that. So I started calling out Jesus in the middle of sex, and Molly says that didn't fool him, did it? She said no. When I come over to my place, I've got Melton's latest, January 2018. We're at a college party, and Joey says he has the latest Tommy. And in the Tommy stands on one leg and touches his nose with the other foot. And Larry says, no way, no one can do that. And Molly says, oh, I'm a cheerleader, I'm a gymnast, and every time I do my yoga in front of the Melton Handsome Bald Guy poster, Son of a Carpenter Mary poster, every time I do that, I perform that maneuver. That's you, Molly? You're incredible! Larry and Tanya have just gotten to Larry's apartment for the very first time. They've just come from a college party. And Larry, he kind of takes off his shirt, and Tanya says, Larry, I thought you said you worked out. And Larry says, I do. And she says, hold on a minute, I want to watch some of these videos I got, Melton's Nightly and his imagery as well. And as Larry sees the handsome bald guy shirtless, in those videos he self-consciously puts that shirt on. He's going to take it off later, in the dark. And Tanya says, oh, it's amazing what that man can do in just 1 minute. And Larry says, yeah, well, I can do a whole lot in just 1 minute. And she says, yeah, I know, I talked to your last girlfriend. The coach is in the locker room talking to the team, and he says, March Madness is coming up on us. And I want you guys to abstain from doing it in the dark until the season is over with. Meanwhile, the cheerleader coach is talking to the cheerleaders, and she says, okay, we're going to need you at your complete focus. We want you to abstain from Melton's imagery until the end of the season. Girls, good news is you don't have to abstain from making love or being in Melton's imagery. Come see me to do that. We are at a college party, and they're watching some Parable Bites. And Lila says to Brooke, who's he? And Brooke says, oh, he's some male stripper who makes videos. No, I am not a male stripper. Do you see the chest hair? Do you see me dancing? I am the son of a carpenter Mary. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers, mom Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter Mary. I get to make parables, and these are my parable bites. I make them after I get out of the shower, just before I go to bed. And yeah, I'm not naked. I've got my wraparound underneath. Girls, come on, wrap a smile. We are at a college party. And Joe says to Will, are you sure that Molly has never heard of Melton, son of a carpenter and Mary? And he says, no, not Hasn't seen one image, one video, nothing. Let's bring her in and see what happens. They bring her in and they're watching a whole bunch of Melton, shirtless, handsome, bald guy, nightly parables. And she watches for a little while, Molly does, and then, yes, the legs give out. They take her over to the couch, lay her down. Girls, please, I've toned down the sex appeal, the charm as much as I can. Use the buddy system, and always be seated when you're watching my nightlies. Professor Foote walks in, puts his phone down on his desk, and presses play on an audio as he hands out the test results. Yes, it's an audio of lightning and thunder. And Professor Foote says, well, I figure most of you must be involved in the Stone Cold Melton, son of a Carpenter and Mary, impersonator industries, because you just got struck by lightning. Yes, Stone Cold Melton's lightning bolts can take the form of hangovers, to hangnails, to heart attacks, colds to cancer, all kinds of car trouble to car wrecks. There we go. Everything you see on my chest, like the Fountain of Youth here, can be found on my 2 portfolio DVDs. You can also find it through melton-page.blogspot.com, the photo stuff, and ChristComplex2.wixsite.com/daffodilia, DAFFODILIA. And yeah, if you can't reach those sites, look for my stuff at the best bars, parties, military bases, worldwide. 19,000 plus images on these 2 portfolio DVDs. And yes, through www.youtube.com/DNFD series. Follow the links. It'll take you to where you can download and print out, just like you print out your family's photos. In this manner, graphic Cortez photos. ChristComplexLinks.blogspot.com, a place to find the links as well. Check them out and print them out. And yeah, burn them to DVDs for others who can't do that, can't reach those sites. Let the domino effect carry our work worldwide. Kayla is speaking for several other nuns, and she says, we've already taken our vows. Who other than Jesus himself could get us to forsake our callings as nuns? And a rather mean-looking Mother Superior says, I'm just telling you, if you want to be nuns in California, you've got to agree never to set foot anywhere other than the convent or the church. I knew there had to be some reason why my girls would forsake me for over a decade now. And this is my immaculate apartment where I'm calmly and patiently waiting for you to come tear down the great wall of evil that has just me and only me and all the imagery you're going to find at ChristComplexLinks.blogspot.com. 19,000 plus. Download, print them out just like you print your family's photos. From here, we will be moving on to the Immaculate Mansion, and then Jesus' Immaculate House put mansions to shame. We will have some requirements. All of you attractive blonde and near blonde girls out there thinking about being a part. You want a nice big glass office for me to design beautiful imagery with you in it. And two, I know college campuses can be very dirty places. Nice big 6-foot tall handy wipe thing. Both of us, me, you, and all the other cheerleaders, can get clean as we design imagery. With a frayed end of a rope, Jesus is demonstrating to the disciples how the angels help them along. He points to each individual strand. That one there, that's the comedian. Helps you be funny. This one over here, that's the businessman. Good with money. And the other one over there is the ladies' man. Pay attention to that one, guys. But with all of these ever-changing angels helping you out, you're the only one that's going to be here 24/7, 365. And yes, when you move on to that next drop in that bucket being poured into the ocean, the angels are there welcoming you into that next rope. Jesus is telling the disciples a parable so that they might retell that parable someday on video, so that the rest of the world can learn from that parable, from the domino effect of it. And he says, once again, one life, one world is but a drop of water in a bucket being poured into an ocean. And you are but this rope here, this frayed end of this rope. The comedian, the businessman, the romancer. And look, he dips that bucket down into the ocean again, pulls it up and says, look, I have made you fishers of men. Retell this parable, points down to a few fish in that bucket. Rebecca and Constance have a statue of me from, back in the day. I used to do some modeling for painters and sculptures, and they've got a statue there. And they've done a little work on the computer. They're computer folks. And they've given me a beard, the modern day me. They've given me a beard, and they have given me long hair like I had back in the day, and so it still doesn't look like him. I said, you have to realize as a son of carpentry, I do a lot of genetic carpentry, and you're looking at something from like 4 or 5 genetic spiral staircases ago, and often it resembles the artist more than me. I am Melton, son of a carpenter and Mary. A dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter Mary. I get to tell parables, and I also answer prayers. Okay, who's first? Oh, well, hello. What's on your mind? You're really sorry that you've been taking part with impersonators on campus. And if I could only help you sink a free throw or two, you promise you'll be very good? Well, I can't do anything about that. You've angered the angels. And as long as you're in the way of me building Jesus' immaculate house, they're going to be up there swatting down those free throws.
Don't worry, girls. This rain will pass. In case you can't read the smaller printer. Just find yourself the shelter of a good church or Melton's arms until it does. Yeah, I'm Melton, son of a carpenter Mary. Daddy carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter Mary. I get to make parables. Check out my work on DVDs, both the video parables and the graphic art that you can print out. Oh, you know, find something you like in there, and 19,000 plus. www.daffodilia, daffodilia.blogspot.com. Follow the links, download, check out what you like, print it out, and yeah, of course, look for your DVDs at your better bars and parties. Where can you find my imagery? Well, that site right there, Daffodilia, and my other portfolio site, www.daffodilia, daffodilia.blogspot.com, and also youtube.com/MELTON4, number 4, the digit 4, imagery. All three of those places you can find links to 19,000 images that you can download and print out, like you print out when you print out your family's photos, like this. Everything you see on my chest is like that. And yes, look at your better bars and parties for DVDs with all 19,000 plus there and growing, and pick out the ones you like at home.
Leah and Molly have just met at that Girl American bar. And there is a trail of clothes from Leah's front door to her bed. And after a few very passionate kisses, Molly asked Leah, "Didn't you say you had a couple of Melton's portfolio DVDs I could have?" And yes, as Leah tells her over there by the computer, it's that moment of truth she's had before. Molly will either skip off to her place with the DVDs, or they'll be enjoying Melton's imagery for a long time to come together. Yes, after enjoying the imagery, right back to bed. See Melton for mouse pads. He had tried to call me, 424-229-4140, to see your Gates' livelihood and mine. You don't know how many other customers you're not reaching. When the phone in their hand that's making this video with me is not ringing. So you gotta come see me in person. 4260 Rock Boulevard, Apartment 409, Los Angeles, California, 90065. And yeah, make that video of America's hijacked lifelines and our Gates' livelihood. Oh, you can't reach me, so someone else can get the business. And yeah, when you're calling up those countless other customers, and you get that phone ring, their message, that busy signal, you leave a message they can't get back to you, yeah, something to think about. Pick me, Melton, for your imagery needs. Makes for a nice mouse pad. Melton's imagery does. And also makes for a nice business card. 2 to a 4x6 print. So what's that? 15 cents here. Divide by 2. Depending on where you shop. Try to call me, 424-229-4140, and see, you have to come see me in person. That's our Gates' livelihoods. Do that. I am Melton, son of a carpenter and Mary. Dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom Marianne, I'm the son of a carpenter. I get to tell parables. And that's what's happening at a college party. They're watching a whole lot of my video parables. And Frank turns to Leah and Molly. He says, "You know, that that guy there has 1,000 impersonators, part of the biggest disinformation campaign ever. He doesn't look a thing like that because of all those impersonations, all those alterations of his videos. Oh, that's true, girls. And they also have to alter to tone down my good looks. Otherwise, you'd be overcome with this incredible desire to become a nun. And you wouldn't want that, would you? Ellen has just gotten to bed, and Frank's already there watching TV. And she says, "Frank, what are you doing?" And Frank says, "Well, I wanted to watch Jimmy Fallon before I went to bed." And Ellen says, you know better than that. Yeah, but Frank will be watching Jimmy Fallon on the couch and sleeping there too. She likes to check out Melton's imagery and my latest nightlies too. Oh yeah, I had to do some research for this one. See, I used to watch a Jay before I went to bed. I don't know what happened to Jay. He's no longer there. Apparently he gave up on that comedy thing and opened a garage.
The man in the shadows with a light of truth. Find everything I wear. At www.christcomplexlinks.blogspot.com or Daffodilia, DAFFODILIA.blogspot.com. Also Christ Complex 2, the number 2 is the digit 2, christcomplex2.wixsite.com/Daffodilia. Find a whole lot of stuff you can print out and use for tabletop art. Oh, you can wear them too, but yeah, they'll make for a nice desktop, tabletop art, nightstand art as well.
I am Milton, son of Carpenter Mary. Daddy Carpenter worked on skyscrapers. Mom Mary Ann. I'm a son of Carpenter Mary. I get to tell parables and also make a mean sunset light video. Come see me to be in that imagery. Both the video imagery and the 19,000 plus you're going to find right there, Daffodilia. Download. You're going to find something you want to print out that will make for some good desktop, tabletop imagery. And yeah, make sure you burn a few DVDs for your friends. They might not be able to reach the site. I am Milton, son of a carpenter Mary. Dad, a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I'm the son of a carpenter Mary. I get to tell parables and I also get to interact with angels. The angels had a particularly good vision. Last night they were showing me these two attractive blonde girls, Candy and Sandy, and they were doing yoga in the nude. Apparently they were very talented, and with some of the more complicated positions, they had torn clothes in the past, so they were doing that in the nude, and they were very talented. I mean, incredible. And then afterwards, when I thought they were going to go take a nice, long, hot shower, they walked over and picked up clothes they had tossed on the floor the night before. Girls, please, the devil lives in dirty clothes. Do a wash. I am the man in the shadows with the light of truth. The son of a carpenter Mary. Daddy carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. Mom, Mary Ann. I'm son of a carpenter Mary, get to tell parables, and I also design graphic art, and you can find my work at your better bars, parties, military bases, churches, and college campuses worldwide. Make sure you pass along plenty of copies. Forever Flowers. Get some design by Melton
Son of a carpenter, dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers, mom Marianne. Son of a carpenter, I get to tell parables and also design some beautiful imagery. Bring me your favorite flowers, and I'll turn them into forever flowers. So you never have to water them again. Use them for your desktop, make a mouse pad t-shirt out of them. Whatever you want. But you gotta send me a person because the devil steals your call, your mail, and your email as well. Try to call me right now, 424-229-4140. See for yourself, and then come to me in person. Well, let me get you some forever flowers. Son, you will get your blue eyes back. I'm Melton, son of a carpenter. My dad a carpenter, worked on skyscrapers. My mom Marianne. I'm the son of a carpenter. I get to tell parables, and yeah, this image is about Dad telling me I get my blue eyes back. And I'd always say, I had blue eyes. And Dad would sigh and say, son, you'll get your memory back too. Check out my Papal Chronicles video series on my YouTubes here and there. And come see me in person. Be in them. A handsome man, a son of a carpenter, makes his way through a barren desert, through the angriest people on the face of the planet. Only these people would live in this dad-forsaken place. Makes his way, knows exactly where he's going, finds the opening to a cave, takes out his flashlight, goes down into the cave, looks through a whole lot of very beautiful hand-painted artwork, and finds what he is looking for. A stack of nice wrap-around underwear. Girls, that was years ago. I've gone through that. If you know how to make wrap-around underwear, come see me. I'll make you a saint. I'll make you a disciple. You can't buy it on shelves. Girls, let me put you right there next to the moon. I will light up the night with your beauty. Try to call me, 424-229-4140. See the devil stealing art. Your art. Come see. Let me put you right there. You got a couple of ducks you'd like to turn into a contact image. Oh, anything but dogs. Your family, your friends. Whenever you see my contact, think yours. You can find a lot of examples of that because I'm not making money doing my graphic art. I'm just doing my stuff. There's a great wall of evil that keeps you from reaching me. 424-229-4140. Go to that site, ChristComplexLinks.blogspot.com, and you'll find links to a couple of different places where you can download 19,000, soon to be more than that, plus photos like this. You print them out like you print your family's photos. They're prepared to print out that way. You got to cut off a little bit of a border, and you can use it for tabletop art. Check it out. Think your contact when you see my contact. Come see me in person. You have to be in this imagery. We are at a college party, and everybody has gotten their video parable DVDs from the Son of Carpenter Mary, and their imagery DVDs as well, and they're all discussing what classes they will be taking next semester. And Joey says you have got to take Professor Foot's Video Pioneer class. All you need for it is your phone, and you have to do everything in a minute or less.
You make the videos with your phone. That's your assignment. And the whole semester, Professor Flick keeps saying the same thing over and over again. He says, make them think and or laugh. Get their attention. To do that, do it in under a minute, and yes, keep them wanting some more. Ashley sees her friend Amanda, and she asks her, how was your trip to Mardi Gras? And Amanda tells her, oh, it was great. We thought we saw Bernie, you know, that one-armed guy with no legs who hands out Melton's graphic art DVDs and his Son of a Carpenter Mary Parable DVDs. But it turns out it wasn't Bernie, it was just a one-armed guy sitting cross-legged wearing a poncho. But the good news is we did see a nice parade with some DVDs. They did it right. They imprinted the imagery right on the DVDs and they were throwing them from the floor. Remember, if you got some nice DVDs with Melton's latest, burn some. Put them on your computer and burn them for your friends. Forever Flowers by Melton. Try to call me, girls. 424-229-4140 and see the devil stealing your opportunity to get your favorite flowers as forever flowers. Like two wildflowers here or daffodilia. Make a video of that. It's your Hijack Lifeline. 424-229-4140. Then come see me. Bring your flowers. Bring a photo of your flowers perhaps. And let me design them into some beautiful imagery. 4260 Eagle Rock Boulevard, Apartment 409, Los Angeles, California 90065. Oh, have wit, will travel. Show us perfect place to build. Jesus is immaculate. Oh, excuse me. Jesus is immaculate house here on earth. Best people start building with. Jared and Jacob are scoping out a neighborhood. They're Mormon missionaries, LDS, Latter-day Sinners, scoping out the neighborhood for themselves or for those who are more criminally aggressive within their fraud of a faith church. And Jacob said, shouldn't we come back later when we can interrupt dinners? And Jacob says, oh no, this is great. This is the perfect time. We see what they've got to steal. We, if we're lucky, we come across an old retired fart who will tell us all about their personal habits when they're home, when they're not home, and who to assault, when the best time to do that is. See me wearing my imagery and ask me for a DVD full of my work. I'm a censored graphic artist. 424-229-4140. You can't reach me. You have no idea when else your phone won't be allowed to work. So whatever boring thing you get when you don't get me, make a video of it, post it, and make sure you tell everyone else you know to do the same. Oh, you can find my stuff if you can reach the sites at www.meltonlinks.blogspot.com or www.daffodilia.blogspot.com. You can't reach my stuff there. Look for it at your better bars, parties, military bases, college campuses, and churches. And yeah. Hand out these big pipes telling everyone how to be the reporter. Make the video, post the video, all with your phone, less than 5 minutes. Got a video of crime, your phone not working, and not knowing when else it won't be allowed to work. We are at a college party, and Kayla's all excited. She bought a scratch-off ticket on the way there, and she just won $50,000. And Jennifer says, can you believe Kayla's luck? She went from being a C student to making straight A's. I hear she's got a high-paying job lined up after college, and now she just won $50,000. And Kim says, I know what happened. And like all attractive college girls, Kim has my imagery on her phone. She pulls up one image and she zooms in, and there on the street is Kayla's car. But girls, if you imagine, if you have that much good luck just from having your car in an image, you imagine what being in Melton's bed will get you. Come see me.